For tedding, oh yes! I know, I am the weirdest guy. So, I admit, I am the worst farmer and I have failed at this mission. Right, I am the first to admit, I have made a huge mistake, I think. Now, I said at the start of this field that it was a bit of a gamble. It was a little bit of a gamble, mowing it, trying to make hay out of it, whatever. Turns out my little gamble that I thought was going to work is not going to work, I don't think. It's really quite frustrating. Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gents. Now, if you haven't done already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell, and you'll be notified of my videos every Tuesday and Friday. Anyway, today we have the lovely Tedder back on the tractor, and I am going to ted out the grass that we mowed in the last video. Because what more fun could you have than doing that, eh? I mean, that is like the most fun you could have. It's an actual weird sort of evening. I'm doing it in the evening, I know, weird, I know, don't ask. But I'm doing it in the evening because I ran out of time today to do it and I want to get it done today so that it can dry a bit more tomorrow. The weather is looking a little bit funny, which I'll show you in just a second. Might as well leave that on there. I've just got to put the tines back in tedding mode because every time I row up, I leave it in rowing up mode. I should really just take the effort then to turn them into tedding mode because it gets a little bit boring having to do this every time I just want to go tedding. There we go. That's part of life. I'll show you the sky quickly. It's a little bit weird. It's a bit cloudy. Sun's over there. It is the evening. I'm not sure what sort of time it is, but it is the evening. So, that's fun. A lot of people will be like, oh, why are you tedding in the evening? Oh, you shouldn't do that. The answer to the question is that it's sort of the only time I have free. I'm struggling for time. Everything I seem to do just seems to take a long time and the list is never ending. So basically, I'll just ted it out. It's going to need tedding again, so it doesn't matter really that I'm doing it in the evening because it's going to need to be tedded again. So therefore, I figure it doesn't matter too much, really. Because, well, it just doesn't. As long as you ted it, it don't matter. Right, that's all the tines set up. Just move the gates slightly. Everyone always says to just put them really wide. I'm not gonna, just because I'm not. Put them on the second widest. Right, did something quite good in my tractor. I've owned my tractor for, I don't know, 7 years maybe. And only today I decided I was gonna fit a Bluetooth Sony radio. Wonderful. It's nice to be able to listen to your own music once in a while, eh? So anyway, I'm going to get on with this job. Rightio, boys and girls, I have done half the field. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Right then, boys and girls. Mainly boys, actually. I can see in the analytics in YouTube that it's mainly men, so I don't know why I say boys and girls, but never mind. It's going to stick like that. So, in terms of the crop, it's fairly thin, as we said when we mowed it. We kind of knew that. Nothing new there, I wouldn't say. I mean, it really isn't a lot, but it's still quite green underneath. But it's drying. I mean, it's fairly dry, considering the terrible weather we've had. It is fairly dry. It's just a bit dead in the bottom, which is a bit of a shame, really. But like I say, there's not a lot out here, really. She's quite, yeah, just not a lot. I'll see if I can find a picture from a couple of years ago of me tedding some grass. You'll see the amount of grass that was behind. Oh, what's this random bit of hairdo? You'll see the amount of grass that was behind the tedder compared to this. Like, there's not, you know, in all honesty, it's just not quite as much as it used to be. Now, we haven't had a year like this in quite a while, actually. You know, like a lot of other people have been saying, that a drought, or an official drought, whatever you class it, some people don't seem to think we had much of a dry spring, but most of the dry droughts come later on. So about now, you know, or early August, September sort of time is when it normally gets really, really quite dry. And obviously we had quite a dry spring, so it stunted the grass. There's no two ways about it. And that's just something we have to deal with. But yeah, that's that basically. It's just part of the game, part of the fun, and there's not a great deal you can do about it. But the tractor is sitting there pretty. Oh yes, lovely jubblies. Not much more to add. I've got my drone, but I think I'm just going to fly it tomorrow because it's easier, and why not? Oh, this radio, look. It's just wonderful, isn't it? Bloody wonderful. So, yeah, as I was saying, I'll probably just fly the drone tomorrow. I've got to do some more tedding, funny enough. It's all part of the fun. Still with the old hay bob. Lovely jubblies. So what more could anyone want in their life? So back to what I said in the last video about some merchandise. I am going to make some, but I'm not going to have it solely branded as myself, because I just think that by, you know, I could make something that's, you know, my farming life, about me, whatever. But to me, I'd rather build a sort of a brand, as it were, rather than a personalised to me, something that anybody could wear, that, you know, even if, for example, they didn't actually watch my YouTube, or they didn't actually care for the YouTube really, just something sort of generic that, like I say, anybody could wear, I think would be better. So that's what I'm going to do, and that is what's to come. So if you haven't done, hit the subscribe button. But anyway, let's carry on with this lovely tedding. I will get some good shots of it, and yeah, we'll catch up when I'm done maybe. And like I say, we'll be back tomorrow to ted it out again. So. Sponsored advert. If you are a sole trader, a small business owner, or a large business owner, or anything that I just mentioned, or anywhere in between this, then I have the perfect solution for you. On screen here is a software called Sage, which is absolutely amazing at all of your accounts, all of your tax, end of year accounts, VAT, everything. So for those of you who don't know, making tax digital has become a thing in the UK. With Sage, it makes it easy. So from 2026, I believe, all tax and self-employed individuals will have to do their tax digitally and report their income and expenses every quarter, as well as an end-of-year accounts. I present Sage. wonderful for that. It is completely making Tax Digital compatible, which is a wonderful solution. And also, if you happen to be VAT registered, as you would know, they've already made VAT digital, so you have to submit your tax return, your VAT returns using a software like Sage. Now, I've been with other ones, QuickBooks, Xero. I've been with other ones, and I've also used an accountant. Rubbish. Rubbish. Don't use them. Just use Sage. If you scan the QR code that's on the screen, it will take you to Sage's website where you can get up to 80% off for the first 4 months. It's wonderful. Click on the link in the description if you can't scan the QR code, and it will also take you to the same page. So make sure you check that out. Like I say, up to 80% off for the first 4 months. It's a wonderful deal, and it will save you a fortune, and it will save you so much time that you won't even know what to do with all the spare time you have. So there we go. Check it out. Toodle pip. Right, I'm on the last 2 straight runs, and then we've just got the outside to do. Wonderful. Anyway, in between the time lapse you've just seen, I had a weird phone call from a weird number, and I was thinking, oh god, what's this? Thinking it was just some kind of scam. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but a proper weird +1-844. Anyway, I answered it stupidly, although it wasn't stupid. So it was actually Starlink Wi-Fi. Don't know if you must know what Starlink is. It's SpaceX, Elon Musk's Wi-Fi. Because essentially, I have a problem where we live quite rurally, much like most of you farmers that are watching, we suffer with terrible Wi-Fi. People rate it, people get along with it. People like Life of Tom and other YouTubers, they use it, they stream from it. It seems like the go-to sort of internet service. But anyway, there we go, because at the moment uploading these videos is quite painful. But like I say, I'm on the headlands now, so I've got to go 4 times around, and then we are officially done. So I'll see you when we're done, and then we'll join back tomorrow for some more tedding. Oh yes! Right, that is all the film done. This radio is flipping lovely. Oh, it makes all the difference in the world. Although, you asked my partner, I don't listen to very good music. A bit of a country. Bit of country and a bit of all sorts of stuff like that. Right, just fold that over there. Lovely. So, like I say, that's the field done. It's currently, I don't know what the time is. It's currently a little bit late. It's not that late, but it is. Oh, bloody hell. It's a little bit late. It is 9 PM exactly, I know. I am the weirdest guy going tedding at some weird old times, eh? Oh well. That is what I do. Weird old things. So, anyway, on that lovely bombshell, I am gonna go and get some bloody sleep, and then I've got a busy old day tomorrow, and we're gonna take this grass back out again tomorrow, which will be fun. So, I will see you then. Right, I'm back tedding again. It's a little bit risky situation, to be honest. So, there's a potential for a small shower of rain today. Yesterday it was basically rained every day since I mowed this, but it's drying. But essentially there's a small chance of rain today, and it's not fully fit to be hayed. However, tomorrow there's massive thunderstorms apparently coming. So I'm in a bit of a predicament as to what to do. I either decide to leave it until probably the weekend now, and have to ted it out a couple more times, or I might risk it for a biscuit and try and get it fit enough this evening to bail if it doesn't rain today. Because if it rains today, that's going to pretty much cancel that plan. But either way, I'm tedding it now in the hopes that it doesn't rain and in the hopes that it might just be dry enough by this evening. But I don't know. The other option I've got is to wrap it, but I haven't really got enough wrap, so I'd rather not wrap it, to be honest. But that's a feasible solution, if nothing else. So I'm going to carry on tedding this out, and if I have any updates, I will let you know. It does look a little bit cloudy outside, but like I say, all I can do now is severely hope for the best and just pray that we're going to get lucky, really. But time will tell, so I'm just going to carry on tedding it. Right, I am the first to admit I have made a huge mistake, I think. Now, I said at the start of this field that it was a bit of a gamble. It was a little bit of a gamble, mowing it, trying to make hay out of it, whatever. Turns out my little gamble that I thought was going to work is not going to work, I don't think. It's really quite frustrating. So, there's the tractor, these are the clouds. That one is awfully grey, and I've just felt a couple of droplets of rain. However, that's not the worst issue that we have. Now, I think it might rain a little bit, but that's not terrible. The worst part for me is that some of it is not dry. Now, the majority is dry-ish, maybe slightly damp, but, you know, you can kind of hear it's relatively dry. But then the issue we have is you find little pockets. Now, I'm assuming probably because I'm still using a hay bob and it's not the best. But you find little pockets, not that bit. Let me find a piece over here. I don't know how well you can pick this colour up on the camera. But like there. Oh yeah, you can see that. Pure green, pure wet. So that is just like, you can almost get moisture out of that. As you can see. So, that's my dilemma, which is really quite annoying because, like I say, 90% of the field is probably dry enough. After I've tedded it, give it an hour or two, it's probably dry enough to just bale it and not get it in the barn straight away. But it's those pockets, it's those sort of wet clumps, as it were, that, you know, could potentially cause you some serious issues in a barn full of hay if they decide to heat up and set fire or self-combust. Like I say, it's rather annoying. Cool, that's a clump. It's rather annoying because quite a bit of it is dry. See, like that bit's quite wet. So basically, oh yeah, that bit's really wet. Compare that to that. See the colour difference. So basically, my gamble's not paid off. Because even though today I could probably get away with the rain, tomorrow it's gonna be thunderstorms. I've got a yellow warning of thunderstorms. So I don't know how well you can see this. That there is pure rain for all of tomorrow. It's wonderful. Friday's dry again, but it's gonna need all of Friday to dry out again. Saturday's dryish, Sunday's dryish, Monday's dryish, Tuesday's dryish. So it's not the end of the world, but it's still not ideal. And now I'm debating, do I just leave it and just go and not even bother tedding the rest of it out? Oh, I don't know. But I don't think it's going to make a difference, is it, whether I ted it or not? If anything, I probably would have been better off rowing it up into thin rows for the rain tomorrow and then spread it back out again. I don't know. I'll have a think. So, I admit, I am the worst farmer and I have failed at this mission. So, I have decided that I'm not going to bother tedding it out now. I am going to leave it. There's no point wasting diesel when it's all going to get absolutely drenched tomorrow. I could possibly bale it and wrap it, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do that because I haven't got any wrap. So that's that situation out of the question, really. I think I've got a roll or two of wrap left, but I don't know, it's raining now anyway, so whatever I decided is pretty pointless at this point. So that's a little bit annoying. I'm a bit fed up with the weather, really. One minute it's so dry that nothing grows, and the next minute, you know, you get forecast a dry week, as they say, and it's not turned out to be very dry. So I knew it was a gamble, but I didn't know it was going to be thunderstorms. That was never a thing until last night. So anyway, we can't dwell on it too much. It is what it is, and yeah, that's a life lesson. Don't take too many gambles. So I'm going to end the video here because I am fed up with this grass now. So yeah, I'd rather not keep filming it because it's doing my head in a little bit. So what we'll do is I will probably video me bailing it, maybe, depending on whether that ever happens, I don't know. But I'll probably film me bailing it and a bit of me rowing it up. But in terms of tedding it out 3 or 4 more times again because the weather's absolutely awful, I'm not going to film that because I don't want to bore you with it. So anyway, if you did enjoy this video and you want to see if I turn this lovely crop of hay into anything usable, then make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell, and you'll be notified of my videos every Tuesday and Friday. And yeah, that's about that. So I will see you in the next video. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Leave me loads of comments. I'll respond to every single one. So leave a comment and I'll respond to you. So I will see you in the next video. I hope it's a more enjoyable one than this one.